Okay, Bismillah. So I thought I'd share how I use NotebookLM to study for um, a certification exam. So recently I sat for a data protection officer certification exam. I think for some of you who, I don't know, maybe are looking for um, maybe a job lah, I would say like a different job, right? You should look into data protection. I think it used to be quite hyped up back then, but I think maybe nowadays, if you can do the work, it's actually very valuable to companies. So you should go for there's two courses to go for. There is a let me see, I can find it. Okay, never mind. Usually companies would send lah, but if you don't have, and you just want to like upgrade yourself, I mean, I don't know whether SkillsFuture you still have or not, or whether you can still use it, but you can go for the PDPA fundamentals. Okay, that one important to go. I took mine at NTUC Learning Hub. So this is the first one, fundamentals. The other one is, I don't know whether they have it here. The other one is, yeah, it's not here. The other one is, I think they call it the data protection practitioners. Yeah, practitioner course. Yeah, practitioner certificate. Um, yeah, so yeah, this is a 3-day course. So if you go for the fundamentals, I highly recommend that you go for the fundamentals. I know it's a bit of a segue, but yeah, just in case if you want to learn more, just ask me. Anyway, let's go back to NotebookLM. So what I did was I uploaded the slides as well as the guide. Now thinking back, I should have also uploaded whatever like resources that my trainers have had given me during the course. So yeah, anyway, I uploaded the sources, just only these two sources, because what NotebookLM will use is they will just use the sources that you provide them with and nothing else, I think. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, so from here you can ask um oh, what's going on? You can ask NotebookLM many questions. Okay, and based on the sources that you provide it with, it will answer you and give you like information lah based on the sources. Okay, I think I shouldn't. I just put home. Okay, there we go. So once you uploaded the sources, it will like summarize it for you, and then you can actually give, you know, questions. But that's not the powerful part about NotebookLM. NotebookLM, like I wonder, like this is how students might be studying now, and I really don't know how it's going to be in the future. But because it's amazing. So on the right side here, you'll see. If you don't see, you should see that it's like the main tools for NotebookLM. You have audio overview, video overview, mind map, reports, flashcards, quiz, infographics like that. Okay, so this is where it's amazing. So every time you click on it, okay, based on the sources that you provide, it will actually generate these things, right? It will generate these digital things. So at the very bottom there, I had actually chosen report. Okay, let's click there, and then I think I click create your own, and then I said I was studying. I'm gonna study for an exam, and so please help generate a study guide. Okay, so it gave me some short answer questions. Okay, so answer. I didn't really use this because I realized I don't need this. What I actually need is multiple choice questions. But yeah, this is something that you can like, like glossary and all that. So I didn't use this much. And then I asked it to create a mind map. So if I just click mind map, it will actually generate on its own. So let me just show you the mind map. So this is what it looks like. It will help you organize the information, you know. I used this when I was after I did the multiple choice questions, and I realized, oh, I need to focus on particular topics. Yeah. So I didn't use this to dive in. Maybe at first, just to get an understanding of the chapters. So these are the 10 chapters, right? Okay, and then I made flashcards, but I didn't really use them. Yeah, because why I didn't use them, because my background's in education, so you got to be smart about exam prep, right? So if you know that your exam is going to be multiple choice, that means the answer will be in one of the choices. So you don't have to study for flashcards, because flashcards you don't have the answer there, and you have to recall. It's more difficult, right? Whereas if you have multiple choice, then you don't really have to um, like study deeper so that you can recall harder. You know what I mean? So you just have to know, um, like know the answer to the question when you see it, which is multiple choice lah. Anyway, so okay, then I made a audio audio thing, which is interactive. So what this is basically
Is any data about
podcast.
an individual?
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear, but it's actually a podcast of about 20 minutes. So this was the first thing I used to study. So when I was on the bus, on the train, doing chores, I would actually get this in my ears and just listen to it, just so as a way to listen to something, not really learn, but it's like a lecture. You know what I mean? But the format is more of a podcast. Okay. Then next was slide deck. This was no, this is not slide deck. This is video. This was pretty amazing, right? So when you have the time, I'll just watch this.
Welcome to the explainer.
And then there's an audio also, right? And it's pretty cool.
You become
For those of you who maybe want to have like something more visual, I highly recommend this. Personally, when I watched it, it was
what
easy
the
to
potential.
understand. So yeah, try it out. Okay, now and then I had infograph. I think I did the infograph. This one, what did I do? Yeah, this one was more like I asked it to like explain to me certain things that I was confused about. So I just made a note. But the thing that okay, then after that I made slide, I think. No? Oh yes, okay. So after that I immediately went into MCQ questions. So this was like the main part, because I was like, you know what, let's just focus on MCQ questions and like drill them, like O levels when you just drill your TYS. So this is what I basically did. When you make quizzes, right, you can actually oh no, see? So I clicked here and it will generate a general quiz. So what I did was, okay, I did that first, and then I realized, I can actually make sort of like a custom quiz. So I could choose the number of questions. Of course, I chose more because I had 50 questions in the exam, and then I chose hard. Okay, and then what I put here in was I asked it to here I asked it to organize uh the 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 chapters. All right, I prompted something like, oh, I've got an exam and I need to study it as if there are chapters, so could you organize it in chapters lah, right? And so let me see. I don't know where exactly. Maybe it could be one of the notes where I organize the chapters. Anyway, so inside the quiz, I would list down the chapters. So let's say chapter one and all these subtopics under chapter one. Oh yeah, mind map, right? So chapter one, right? There we go. So all these subtopics, I would actually put it into the quiz. Let's just it's quite copy paste, quite straightforward, right? Copy paste. Yeah, just paste it here, and then it will generate it for you. And so if you see, what I was trying to do was, okay, hard quiz, and then it was the name of the topic. like this one, hard quiz on fundamentals of PTPA. So this was a hard quiz based on the first chapter, right? And then I would answer this. Okay, so this is, and then you click on it, say that's right. It gives you an explanation. This is what I really like about it. Coming from education background, yeah, this is very good so that it can help you like recall why the answer is the answer. You know, if let's say you get confused, and this is only available on the desktop NotebookLM, you can actually click explain, okay, and then it will give you an explanation, right? Help me understand more about the stuff. This is amazing. Okay, and sometimes you don't even have to use it when it's wrong. You can even use it when it's right. Like you click, oh, I got it right. Like, why did I get it right? So okay, and da 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 da. Da. Okay, this one, oh gosh, now I can't remember. I think it's D. Oh, okay, so I got it wrong, right? And then I'll ask you to explain. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I can't remember this. Okay, now I know. Yeah. So, and then you can give feedback also, good content, right? All right. So that's the MCQ quiz lah. Okay. Like 21 days, like fixed. This is like fixed things are a bit harder to recall. I'm just trying to justify why I got it wrong. Um. So yeah. What else? I did make an infograph. I want to show you the infograph. Here it is. It's not bad actually. For those of you who prefer something more visual, I would actually recommend doing the infograph first, just for you to have like a large overview. Okay, but you gotta specify to do it like you whether you want it per chapter. I would recommend doing it per chapter. But I don't know whether you can or not for the infograph. And then doing the video. Then the audio, maybe when you have the time, or when you're traveling, or when you are, you don't have to really pay attention, but just listen. And then uh, flashcards, if you don't have MCQ and you really have to recall stuff. Video will be good also in the early stages. So audio, I would start definitely with infograph, maybe slide deck. Do I have a slide deck? Yeah, I do have a slide deck. There we go. And it's pretty good actually. Let me, yeah, yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. A slide, I would say, when do you want to start a slide deck is when you're like getting a bit more serious about the content, and you want to try to understand with visuals, right? Because all of this is abstract, it's just words, right? But the slides would actually help you show the relationships between the chapters within the content in the chapter, right? Yeah. So this is my. I used to. Um, I was trained in like study skills development, so now I'm like recording all the things that I've learned. So yeah. So start with mind map maybe, infograph just to get a rough idea, and then go into video next, and then audio, and then slide deck for sure, right? To start going into it seriously. Then you can do your flashcards to test yourself how much you can recall. Then you can do even reports, right? To really get into it. If you want to do into the reading part, and then to test, you can go into quiz. Whenever you don't understand, you can just click explain and it will come out. You may even want to use mind map closer to the exam. Oh gosh, I clicked it again. Be careful with this. I always forget. So go into mind map and then search the mind map that you've actually asked it to create, and then identify which questions you're actually struggling with. You know what? Let me test this. I don't know whether it keeps the test results based on my overall quiz results. Which topic should I focus on? If NotebookLM can do this, it'd be It'd be amazing. Hmm. So anything else that I need to cover or I should cover? Oh, look at this. To increase your score. So I actually scored 76% for the exam. To pass, you need a 70. So it's not bad actually, having put myself through NotebookLM and studying it without pen and paper. I would usually have at least pen and paper. But this was the first time that I was using digital tools completely. So yeah, this is quite amazing though that they have this. So yeah, you can ask a question like this, and you can actually specify which chapters that I need to focus on. This is amazing. Yeah. So yeah, if you have any other questions, please leave it in the reply to this. So I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but yeah. Thanks for watching this. Bye.